For many small business owners, the daily routine eventually reaches a tipping point where growth is halted by administrative overhead. Managing calendars, sorting receipts, and answering repetitive emails creates a workload that leaves no room for actual strategy. While the standard solution is to hire an assistant, the financial reality of traditional employment makes that impossible for most solo entrepreneurs and side hustlers. This chart, based on workforce data from McKinsey and the World Economic Forum, illustrates the hidden financial burden. Beyond the base salary, a business must account for recruitment, health benefits, payroll taxes, and the weeks of productivity lost during onboarding. These combined costs create an economic trap, keeping business owners tethered to low-level tasks because they cannot afford the help required to scale. Recent developments in large language models allow these systems to do more than answer questions. They can now interact with external software to execute multi-step workflows. This is an AI agent, autonomous software making independent decisions across applications to reach a goal. Traditional chatbots are limited to a single exchange. An agent, however, navigates multiple apps to finish a project without waiting for a human. This technological shift changes the dynamic from a tool you operate into a digital worker you manage. Creating these agents has become accessible to people without any background in computer science or software engineering. Platforms like Zapier AI, Make.com, Google Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot built the infrastructure for this automation. Instead of writing code, users now build these agents by connecting visual icons in a drag-and-drop interface. Building a functional workflow that used to require a development team can now be completed in a few hours. Success in workplace automation now depends on an operator's ability to map out the logic and steps of a business process. In a modern workflow, an agent can autonomously scan an inbox to draft and send replies to routine client inquiries. It can perform deep web research to build a competitor report. It can generate marketing copy and coordinate social media scheduling. It acts as a strategic partner, identifying flaws in business plans or suggesting new revenue streams. For customer service, these agents can resolve standard support tickets and guide users through troubleshooting steps without human intervention. When these capabilities are combined, they absorb the repetitive administrative burden that typically defines the workday for a small business. Consider an e-commerce store that uses a Zapier-powered agent to manage its customer support flow. By automating tracking updates and return requests, the owner saves 15 hours of labor every week. This chart shows the economic gap. The column on the left is the $40,000 annual salary of a junior assistant, while the sliver on the right represents the nominal cost of software subscriptions required for an AI agent. The agent provides the same output and time savings as a human hire, removing the payroll risks and overhead from the equation. However, delegating tasks to autonomous software introduces new risks. These agents are prone to making unforced errors. Without oversight, an agent can hallucinate, creating fabricated data or false information that appears entirely credible. This makes a human-in-the-loop review process essential. An agent should prepare the work, but a human must approve it before any external action is taken. There are also serious concerns regarding data privacy when feeding proprietary business information or customer data into third-party models. An autonomous agent deployed without strict boundaries and oversight is a liability to the business rather than an asset. This technology shifts the human's role in the workplace. You move from the person executing the task to the manager overseeing the agent. By delegating the grunt work to a digital employee, the business owner can focus exclusively on the high-level growth strategy that requires human judgment. As the capabilities of these digital agents expand, it forces us to carefully reconsider the definition of a coworker. To learn more about how to use AI to save time and increase your output, subscribe for our next deep dive.